My name is Shereen Rowland. I'm the owner of J&S Farm with my husband. We bought this place about 20-some years ago, and it was nothing but solid blackberries. You couldn't see the river in the beginning. So we didn't know what we really had until we cleared the blackberry briars for pasture land.
Originally, we got involved with this property and with Shereen on riparian noxious weed management. And from there, Shereen was really excited and wanted to engage. And we just moved from there and started working on some other planting projects and the pollinator work.
Shereen is such an amazing landowner to work with. She's just a wonderful woman, and then also so dedicated and enthusiastic. After our first meeting, she was already like, okay, this is a weed, I'm gonna get it. You know, tell me where to mow, I'm on it.
Because I believe that this isn't just about us, it's about everybody, all the birds and the bees and everybody, that we're all connected. So to see that, I get really excited. Like, I'll stop my mower and wait for that bee to finish his job before I go forward. So I want everybody to be happy.
So we have kind of different parts of the project here. There's riparian plantings. We did some brush management and tree and shrub site prep to get the site ready, and then it's riparian buffer establishment. The worst invasive species that we deal with are Himalayan blackberry, or it's also called Armenian blackberries. It's an invasive from Eurasia. Reed canary grass is an invasive grass that also was used for forage.
And since we've cleared this, I've seen flocks of Canadian geese down in my lower field. I see more deer, and birds of prey are cruising the river. I see them now more. I have a young bald eagle that hangs out.
So we have one area that's primarily for streamside shading, so planting of trees and shrubs. Our tree density is about 200 trees per acre, and those are mostly conifers, our western red cedar, our Sitka spruce.
The conifers are the ones that are going to provide the long-term shade, so they can live for several hundred years. When they eventually do fall in the water, their wood takes a whole lot longer to decompose. That's really important for our endangered fish that need that kind of woody structure.
My manure pile was not in a good place, and when they gave me the information on that, I was like kind of appalled that I was part of that. So when Annie approached me about how I could do a better job in helping that, I was excited.
At the time we started, she had cattle. She now just has horses. So we did a comprehensive nutrient management plan that is helping us to plan a composting facility for her so that she can appropriately store and manage the waste from the horses in an enclosed area that's not going to be leaching into the stream and impacting water quality.
And the other side of the property that we're at now is a combination of the riparian planting and then also the pollinator meadow that we have here. This area, you can see there's some power lines, which makes it really not a good candidate for us to be planting trees and shrubs underneath that, but it's still an area that is a good opportunity for conversion. So as we were walking the site, talking about opportunities, Shereen expressed a lot of interest in pollinator species and converting this from what it was, a lot of those pasture grasses, invasive species here, and we just settled on a pollinator meadow. The district, our organization, has been working a lot in the pollinator space, mostly on the coast, and this is our first real trial run of pollinator meadows in the coastal mountain range, and so far it's been really successful. We planted about 6,000 forbs, large stands of goldenrod and yarrow, and there's some Oregon sunshine if you look real close, but the success really is beginning. This is our first full year of seeing it bloom and grow.
I've seen far more bees and butterflies than I've ever seen in the 20-some years I've owned the property. So it's working. My long-term goals for this property is that the pollinator meadow would take off and we'll have a lot more bees and butterflies coming to our area, and that the trees will grow and they will shade the river and happy fish will come up here to spot.
There's just absolutely no way that I could do as much as I'm able to do if I didn't have such great partners. I really love working with the Lincoln Soil and Water Conservation District. They're our primary partner here in Lincoln County. The district has really great technical expertise. They have a lot of on-the-ground expertise with that and know what works here.
So when we apply for grants, we have match funding from NRCS, which helps us get other funding to implement these projects.
Getting to work with such a wonderful partnership of not only the soil and water conservation districts, but the watershed councils, OSU Extension, Department of Environmental Quality. We have such a great group of people who are really working together on this common vision of conservation and trying to move things forward. It's so inspiring to me to see private landowners, farmers, ranchers who have a vision for what they want to have on their property now and in the future for their kids, their grandkids, whoever's coming next. And getting to help people realize that vision is really powerful.
What they've done has been amazing. I got a chance to kayak down the river last night just to check it out, and the difference between what it looked like when I kayaked it 2 years ago to what I kayaked last night was night and day. I mean, you could see it. You could see the big roots of the tree along the bank. You could see all the little shoots coming up to protect it from future flooding. I believe that we're stewards of the earth, so that was my initial goal, was that this could be an example for others to want to leave the earth a better place.